welcome to my 6th lab assignment, Cloud Computing Architecture and Deployment Lab, where we will show you how to create a MySQL server through AWS Cloud. So, in AWS we will create the relational database systems either from MySQL side or from SQL server or anything. So, for the time being I will show you how to create the MySQL server and how to access it through any SQL client systems easily. So, first of all, what I have to do, I have to open my AWS account, AWS console. So, this time I am not going to create any EC2 instances, only I will create a database, MySQL database through Amazon RDS, AWS RDS. So, go to service and you have RDS, relational database system. So, this is the RDS console. So, create a database. Now, you have 6 options: Amazon Aurora, MySQL, MariaDB, PostgreSQL, Oracle, MySQL Server. Earlier we have shown how we can create through PostgreSQL through Amazon AMI, Amazon Machine Image. Now, I am going to MySQL, and as if you don't have any if you don't want to incur any cost, that case click this one, only enable options eligible for RDS free usage tier. Otherwise, lots of options will be shown to you, though what should be the billing, how much billing will be done, that option will be also be visible to you. So, these are the one virtual CPU I am going to create with 1 GB RAM database instance, and 20 GB of allocated space is there, and you have to create your database identifier. It will be treated as a database schema. So, Sajal MySQL 2 and master username, give an username, then password. So, this username and password will be required. This password will have some specification, they will not take the other values. So, this username and password will be required at the time of connecting this MySQL server through SQL client engine. Now, it will show you the default virtual private cloud and public accessibility. Not only that, the restoration process also, and which port, through which port it will access it, and you have to leave this port as open. And if you want to encrypt your data, that option is also possible, and how frequently you want to take the backup, after 7 days or 9 days, and you can select your windows also. That means at start time, which time you want to take your backup, and for how many durations. So, I am not going to this one, I am creating this for only educational purpose, and also it will show you the all the audit log, error log, if you want to enable this one, and only enabling is not sufficient. That case you have to enable your CloudWatch, Amazon CloudWatch also. Amazon CloudWatch, in a chargeable basis, it will monitor the system performance. If there is any error or crashes occurs, that case it will also will also be shown to you. Now, I am creating my database. So, my database instance is already created. So, in my RDS dashboard, it will show how many database instances I have created already. So, only one instance is there, and here it will show you the CPU utilization, database connection, free storage space, freeable memory, write IOPS, read IOPS, so all the details. Not only this one, if you want to see more details, that is also possible, like the query depth, the binary log disk, read throughput, write throughput. Right now nothing has been written in the database, so it will not, right now it will not show anything. And what is very much important, that is the ARN. Actually this is the connection string. At the time of connecting this MySQL database, you need this connection string, and this is your MySQL engine. Now to connect this one, you have to install any SQL client tool. So MySQL Workbench is a popular SQL client tool, so you have to go to MySQL Workbench. Sorry, it should be MySQL Workbench. So you have to download this MySQL Workbench. So don't go over here. That means using your either you want to log in using your Oracle web account, or with or without Oracle account. So you just click this one, no thanks, just start my download. So already MySQL Workbench is already downloaded in my system and is already installed in my system. So I am directly opening MySQL Workbench. So when after installation process, when you open your MySQL Workbench, it will show like this one. Now you have the option database connectivity, connect to a database. Now in this database connectivity options, so what is the connection method? The default connection method is TCP/IP. Leave this as same. Now you have to put the connection string in place of host name. So I have we have our connection string, this one. So just copy this one, and you have to remember that what is the port number. What is the port number? So port number is written somewhere. I have to figure it out. Actually the port number is 3306. At the time of creation we have shown to you, so this one is also should be available, and username is user. Okay, so I am providing the port number, sorry, connection string is this one, port number is this one, and username is user, and whatever password you have given, just give this one. There is a problem. Let me check out what is the problem. It should be the endpoint, not the ARN number. Here the port number is available also. Now again, if I go to SQL Workbench, then we will find out connect to database. Same way, put your host name, then user, now it is taking some time to remotely connect with your database. Now your database connection is complete. So in the dashboard you can check that how many schemas and tables are there. And here also separately you can find out the network status, MySQL status, or the information DB. The entire dashboard is in front of you. Now if you want to create a new table, then first create a new schema. Now schema is, let's MySQL 2 schema is created. Now within this schema, if you want to create multiple numbers of table, then you can create these tables. Sorry. So within this MySQL 2 schema, I want to create a new table. Creating a table. So first, suppose I am giving the table name employee. Yes, employee table cannot be created because I have not created the respective columns. So I have to create the respective columns also. So column name is suppose emp id. The data type I am giving it as varchar 30. It's a primary key. This one is primary key, not null, unique key. Then this one is binary column, unsigned data type. So the field of the values, that columns is 0 if it is a numeric value, auto incremental, and generated column. So you have to select the respective portion. So I am selecting this at the employee ID should be the primary key as well as the not null also. Now I am giving the employee name, emp name, varchar 45. Okay, this one is not primary key but it's a not null. You can select it as a primary key also, that case it will become a composite primary key. And another one is I am giving it as a mgr id, manager id. Manager ID I am giving because some of the employees are there who are also managers. So to connect this as a foreign key, so I am creating this one, and this one is not null but not a primary key, but it can be it can work as a foreign key. So how to connect this foreign key with the primary key? So put the mgr id over here, mgr id of which reference table, that I have to mention the reference table name, that is MySQL employee. Okay, error getting detail object. So I have to check that what mgr id, what name I have given actually. It is mgr id, so it should take another problem. I understand the problem. Problem is that the data type is not same. The data type is not same. So okay, let us insert this manager id later on. This one is varchar 45, na? So I have to make it as varchar 30. Varchar 30, then foreign key, then this mgr id, reference to employee, and so the employee does not exist. Okay, first I have to create this table first, and after that I can go for this foreign key column. So first apply it and create the table first, because the table is not existed till now. Now I can create the foreign key. So give the mgr id, then referencing table. Now prime table is employee id. The column name must be indexed to be compatible. Okay, so it is compatible actually. Okay, so I am applying, but it is showing some error. Let me check what type of error it is showing. There is an error while applying this SQL script database cannot add foreign key constraint. Actually, I have given this one as a reference name, employee name. It should not be employee name, it should be employee ID. So you have to be careful, and if you find any mistakes, that case you can check the SQL query also to make it correct. So my foreign key connectivity is been done. Now if you want to put any values, that also you can put values inside this table. Now you have to explore the other options also, how to put the values and how to create or how to run the queries also. So if you want to run the query, you can write it as select star from employee. So what result it is showing that no rows returned. Why? Because I have not put any value inside this table. So this is all about of creation of SQL server.